basic bottom line is we live on a planet where the cheapest way to make power is to point a sheet of glass at the sun. This hasn't actually gotten through, I think, to most of us in a sense, because we've spent 40 years calling this stuff alternative energy. That's where it's filed in our brains. I think we still mostly think of it as sort of like the Whole Foods of energy, you know, nice but pricey for special people. It's now the Costco of energy. It's, you know, cheap, available in bulk, on the shelf, ready to go. And that has begun to transform the world. About 36 months ago, we began to see this we hit this very steep part of this S-curve. It took from 1954 to 2022 to install the first terawatt of solar power on this planet. The second one came in 2 years. We've just passed, I think, the third one in about 15 months or so. China, in May, was installing 3 gigawatts of solar panels a day. A gigawatt is the rough equivalent of a large coal-fired power plant. So they were putting up the solar-powered equivalent of a coal-fired power plant every 8 hours in China. We are producing 30% more energy from the sun this summer than we were last summer. It's within a few years will be the largest source of electricity, and within some years after that, the largest source of power on this planet, period. It's an extraordinary, extraordinary rise, and the economics are the necessary condition for it, but it's not just switching out cheaper. It's not as if we just found a cheap version of coal or something. It's also very different in its form and in its implications going forward. That's what makes it, the reason we have to do it is because we will melt the planet if we don't do it otherwise. And this won't stop global warming, but it gives us the first tool we've had that actually allows us to scale some kind of an assault against the forces of rapid runaway heating. We're beginning, I think, to shave tenths of a degree off how hot the planet gets, and every tenth of a degree moves another 100 million people from a safe climate zone to a dangerous one. But beyond that, it changes the nature of energy. It's no longer the way that we've conceived of it in our entire lifetimes, something that is available in a few places that can be controlled by a few companies, a few countries, a few rulers who have the reserves of this stuff. Suddenly it's something that's available every place on the planet to everyone every day. And that's a completely different basis, really, on which to run a civilization.